and may the sun shine brightly on whate'er road you're traveling.
I am glad to know that Sir Baron has found a new path. Mayhap we ought to go and visit him later, see how he fares. Well said. I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide. The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow. Over here, if you please. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard. As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why. Fascinating.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings, and if you... Like to change your vocation? Come see me anytime.
Always a pleasure.
At once, Master. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? We've been traveling together for... I discovered a shortcut near here while exploring in another world. Shall I show it to you? I'll go and open the chest. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Come out now.
Where's that scoundrel hiding? That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Look here. This path seems rather promising. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? This is generally used as a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
You'll not get past me!
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Stop!
Be ready! Our foes are armed! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. I grant you roaring flame. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Where's that?
I will finish this, here and now! Imagined that a monster could be put to use like this. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master. Truly? The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me. Truly? The Arisen has been drenched! That's it! We've no cause to visit a campsite as yet, methinks. 'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises. I will protect you. Ox carts make for relatively safer travel. Fewer monsters are to be found on the road, though carts travel only by the same light. Oh, what does this say? Shall we take a closer look? A flawless execution. Let us try for the same result with our next attack. In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it. Would you mind coming over here?
But I can take
Fortune hasn't abandoned me yet.
What?
I'll gather this. It might be of use. We've got goblins! Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby? We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once. unshaken. I grant you roaring flame.
Better on me, right?
What's the Go on, run. I enjoy the chase.
So close a call offers no solace in victory. What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries. Over here, if you please. It was a surprise to find someone living out here, and an old man at that. I wonder what so impels him to set out to sea.
At last, we shall all be able to return to our homes. I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore the dragon's attack.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Hope to see you again.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners. Further harm to come to you. Let my magic support you. just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Wolves drawn here!
Good to see you. There's aught I'd ask of you. Appreciate it.
The day grows darker with our every step. We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight.
Thank you. Here, by way of thanks.
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy. Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. No harm in picking a few. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby? We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once. I shan't let them harm you. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. I cannot fall to prowess. Think nothing of it. Well said. shall remain by your side. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Master! I want you fire's blade. Use it well. In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. A chance you'd like to see it. The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it. Right you are. I'd wager there's aught to be found here. We ought to take a closer look. Grant you an elemental boon.
Dogma user.
I'm gonna enjoy
I will finish this, here and now! We have found the material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. The prison has been torched! Quick! Cross the flames! Nicely done. I can do no less in service to the Arisen. Splendid. No harm shall come to you. Thank you kindly. I did not mean to trouble you. Never you fret. We all have our moments. Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we have the chance. If battle cannot be avoided, it is fight or die. Of course. I grant you roaring flame. This ox cart has been destroyed. Wrought by the hands of the brigands. Or the brigands. We ought to proceed with caution. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Bear in mind that the brute will seek out women with unwavering resistance. Such single-mindedness makes our enemy difficult, but not necessarily easier to counter. Why do we not use the range to our advantage? Understood. Impressive, Master. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues. Outstanding. Tremendous work! Once more! You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever. That bears a white. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Thank you. I grant you Friar's blade. Use it well. Never have I encountered such a strategy. Truly? Captain Risen, under attack! Twas a battle most fierce, against a formidable foe. Fortune favors us, 'twould seem. 'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Lay down your arms.
Please today my pockets will be creaking.
I cannot fault your prowess. Think nothing of it. That was superb, Arisen. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Walking everywhere is...
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. It was stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. It's no exaggeration. He's had people killed before, more to be quite truthful. I didn't working under a man such as him, unless...
The Jadeite Orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in banditry.
Well, next, sir, how's the day treating you then?
Oi, you there! You've just arrived in town, haven't you? I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson, a boy by the name of Rog. He's gone missing. Pray tell, have you seen the lad?
Morris, I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
What? No! How can that be?
I've just heard news. Rog was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend. We can't go charging off after the lad.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my thumbs when my only grandson's been taken from me? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they now? Consarn it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? Do you truly mean that, sir? If you return him to me, I will be forever in your debt, stranger.
Shall we seek some answers?
Have you come from Vernworth? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that you'll find not even a checkpoint here. In times past, 'twas safe enough a night. Since a few days past, skeletons and It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, would you consider...
Would you mind coming over here?
work if I'm to put bread on the table.
Aye, I met Roger by the cenotaph, on the eastern side of town. He had what looked like a bundle of grass with him, only he was carrying it as though 'twere of the greatest import. When I asked, he would say no more than 'twas a secret. So I told him to get home safe, and we parted ways. Yet no sooner had I turned my back than I heard him scream. I charged to his aid, but a wolf was already scarpering with him and its jewels. Poor lad. His cries haunt me even now. Pray help him if you can, sir. He deserves a better fate than this.
Best mind yourself in my presence.
Might you be looking to it? I will see to it that the law is...
What? This again? I am aware of the situation, sir. I feel bad for the lad, but I don't have time to go chasing after every child who goes missing. Monsters are a fact of life in these parts. It is not the first time they've preyed on some poor villager, and it shan't be the last. There's nary a thing I can do about it.
The flowers that bloom around here glow come nightfall. From what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun's light by day and release it after dark. Isn't that unusual? Nature works in mysterious ways.
Give me a moment to think, will you? Follow me, if you would. Here we go again. We fight. To arms. Understood. Very well. I shall go on ahead. One of us is being trenched. I'll pick that up. We might have need of it. Over here, if you please. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us sort of use. I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. It's pleasantly cool here, what with a canopy overhead. Stay watchful. There's no telling what might be lurking amongst the trees. Right you are.
What's going on? I remember. The wolves! You saved me. Didn't you? How did you know where I was? Did Grandfather request your... I suppose he must be worried sick of... If it's all the same to you, sir, I think I'd like to go home now.
Shall we report our results? Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots. Ah, yes. That sounds familiar. At once, Master.
This ox cart's bound for the check. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due. It's this way.
My back's so stiff after this. Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble. Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
Rog?
Hello, Grandfather.
'Tis a miracle.
Grandfather, you're...
Oh, hush.
I'm very sorry, Grandfather.
And you? Pray, take this. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for
Outstanding. A laudable result. Just what I would expect of the Arisen. It is vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
What to do?
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Suppose I'm tired. I barely slept a wink.
Interested in my wares?
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but
We must rest. Though... Good morrow, everyone. Come, we've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on? With the port crystal placed, we'll be able to use a fairy stone to return here in an instant. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
At last. I should like for you to...
I'll go and open the chest. There's a ladder here. Ah, excellent find.
Dead on my feet. I've much to do yet.
Peruse at your neck.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I? May have to crowd that size, not a single heavy purse.
Greetings, Your Majesty. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. What say you? I thank you. The first is Trevo Mine. Next is Half Village, west of Vernworth. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight.
We have been
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds, and so, the false sovereign's identity is still beyond our care. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could have... What say you, Your Majesty? My thanks. Some of the sentries post once your infiltration is successful. Here. This should suffice to take care, Your Majesty. Ah. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings. And...
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
Wish I didn't have...
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail. I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work. Then a bribe... might avail us, should the time come. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
Need anything?
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Dental scratch on my arms and armor.
Frey, follow me. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. No harm in picking a few. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge. We must not let down our guard. When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Well done, Master. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Pray, allow me to show you the way. Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use. We ought to take a closer look.